This is Damien from the Pit Media. I'm joined by Bree of Cliffdiver. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
My name's not Rusty, that's for sure.
It's not. And you're not Rusty. We're gonna get some oil on that Tin Man.
Yeah, maybe. That'll work. That'll help.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about your performance today at Riot Fest. Just being back in Chicago.
Yes.
A year since you released Birdwatching.
Oh, but today.
Yeah.
It's the anniversary.
So I got a list of questions to ask you. We're gonna dive into it.
Let's do it.
I got to start though. Set was earlier today here at Riot Fest, day 2. How was it?
It was so good. It's always a question mark, especially when you're kicking the whole thing off. Not that we mind, we love getting the party started.
Yeah.
But it's always a question mark, like who's gonna show, how early are they gonna show? And today, I still have like my bonnet on and half my makeup on. I go on stage to like check my stuff and there's people waiting.
Yeah.
And that was just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm still just beaming from that people showed up at all and early. And then by the end of our set, it was like we just like collected so many people, and it was incredible. I was blown away.
Now I know you guys have kind of a special connection with your fans. What's that like? And did you see that connection while you were on stage here at Riot Fest?
Yes. Oh my God. I recognize faces. Like sometimes I have to not look because I'll see like, oh my God, you're here from Austin. Oh my God, you're here from Michigan. And I will want to have a conversation, but we absolutely love our supporters and our friends who come in from out of town. And Riot Fest has been a collection of that. Centrally located. Yeah. Everyone loves Chicago, and it's one of our favorite festivals. So we were already excited, and getting to show up and see our people, nothing better.
Yeah. What's it like, seeing those recognizable faces, those familiar faces in the crowd at, Riot Fest?
Oh my gosh. It's so validating because it's like, I still can't believe that, we're still at the point where we're grateful for every ticket sale. Everything matters. Every face, every comment, everything. We're so grateful for it, and we operate in gratitude, I think, and that's just like in the fabric of who we are. Yeah. So when we see those things, my heart just explodes. It can happen, and it can happen anywhere, but especially when you're somewhere like Riot Fest, where you're sharing a bill with bands like Weezer and Blink-182. It's like that you spent that time here. It's like at the end of a Delta flight when they're like, we know you could fly with anyone. Thank you for choosing Delta. It's like, we know you could be seeing like 3 arguably better bands in our opinion, but we're so happy that you chose us, and we're going to make it worth your while.
Well, it's funny. It's starting to rain as we're sitting out here talking. It's hilarious because I was going to say, let's do it in the tents, but I was like, no, the weather.
No, we'll do it in the rain.
And we got Nate back here hovering over the soundboard.
You're doing great, Nate.
Again, we mentioned, it's been a year since you released To The Day, Birdwatching. What's the success, the response, everything around that record been like up to this point? You're celebrating its first birthday.
Yeah, and we're so proud of our bouncing baby. It was like we had a goal list when we released the album, and a lot had happened leading up to it with the accident and sort of putting ourselves back together and getting into the studio. It was like one of our goals was like go back to Riot Fest. We just wanted this music to get us to the point where we can get back to Riot Fest and where it would matter and we could bring our new stuff. And so that was a big deal for us to get to celebrate the anniversary at Riot Fest, because that was specifically a goal when we put out the album, that it would help bring us back here.
And kind of on that topic, you haven't been back to Chicago in well over a year at this point.
Sadly.
Just coming back to Chicago and then coming back for Riot Fest. That's got to mean something.
It's magical. We love Chicago, and some of our favorite people and bands are from here. Mm-hmm. We've gotten to tour with Sincere Engineer, Action Adventure, Spitalfield, which homies. Some of the best people we know are here. Some of our best friends are here, and so it's a very, very special place. We love Chicago, and we should play here more often.
That's one of the things I love about music festivals. It's just a collection of friends. Really,
yes.
We've been covering Rock on the Range and then Sonic Temple for over a decade at this point. Riot Fest, not as much. This is my first time back here since 2019.
Welcome back.
Yes. Trying to do more in Chicago since I live here instead of going to Ohio, Michigan.
Why would you do that?
Exactly. I live just outside of the city. Why?
Well, congratulations. Use it.
Yeah. But I know you guys have played Warped Tour a couple times earlier this year. What was that like? The return of Warped Tour,
oh my God, that was incredible. I wasn't allowed to go to Warped Tour because I would have had to cross state lines. so the compilations were a big deal.
Yeah.
Every year to kind of get up on what was going, because the internet wasn't what it is now. Back then, we could not stream the performances the next day. So the compilations were kind of the touchstone for me with Warped Tour as a kid, like kind of stuck in Tulsa, not being able to go. And so seeing our name on the compilation was the craziest maybe like moment of my life. That was absolutely nuts, but it was so cool to be a part of it.
I only ever went to one Warped Tour myself. It was weird because it was like kind of my scene, but also not my scene.
Yeah.
I was more into like the very heavier stuff.
Hardcore kid.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah. But even then, I never went to a lot of those shows either. I was weird.
That's the funny thing about hardcore kids, and especially hardcore grown-ups. Like the shows, it's like, all right.
Yeah. I've been walking around. I don't know. I know you've been in here for a while. I know we talked about my shirt. I'm
so good.
Yeah, I've been walking around like I got a blister on my foot, like limping around, just like I'm gonna get through this.
See, I got blister pads. I got arthritis cream. Sponsored by Asper Cream. Today's Cliffdiver performance. Thank you, ibuprofen.
You know, that reminds me, I popped a couple ibuprofen this morning, so yeah.
It's about time to redo it,
yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't bring it with me.
I got some for you, don't worry,
Sweet.
I got it unlocked.
You mentioned, though, you know, the accident lineup, you know, I know you had some lineup changes, all that.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Talk about just the whole shebang, really.
Oh my God. And that's what's so funny is like we made the joke that we sort of thrive in chaos. You know, we've always been super proud of the fact that we turned, you know, kind of what we went through into Birdwatching and coming back together to make music. And that's always what we've always done. And then experiment together and just played. Like the studio is a sandbox, and that's kind of just our approach. Like we have our concepts, sometimes we have words, but a lot of the time it's just us getting together, and we're very collaborative.
Yeah.
So we're excited about the opportunity to have gone through a big change again and come together around a new work of art and new music and getting to figure out, because we kind of answer those questions for ourselves, especially when we're writing, like what the fuck are we about now? Like everyone else is asking and we haven't answered it yet, so I guess we got to work on it, but we're excited about that.
You mentioned new music. Are you guys been writing, working on stuff?
We're going to be in the studio next month.
Nice.
So we're going to be answering that question very soon. Cool. Like what's next? Cool. What's now?
Just concepts of an idea right now?
Yeah, you'll see.
Cool.
A little storytelling. It'll be good.
You know, we're recording this, you know, by the time it goes live, I don't know when, but like we're recording this, like 5:30. Who are you excited to see here the rest of the night? Are you here all weekend?
I'm here all weekend. Yes. Yesterday I got to see like Weird Al, Rilo Kiley. I am having a great time. Tonight I will definitely be seeing Weezer doing the Blue Album. I'll definitely be watching Jack White. Shout out Tulsa. And obviously Hanson tomorrow for the same reason. But in the Beach Boys, I got to see Stamos on drums.
It's wild. I've seen Weezer twice, but never in concert.
Really?
I saw them at the Winter Classic, NHL Winter Classic in 2019 at Notre Dame Stadium.
Out?
No, they played like a very short, like 3-song set, like during an intermission. And then I just saw them last month at Lollapalooza on stage with Olivia Rodrigo. I'm like, oh, okay.
You just get the cameos. You've just gotten tasters up to now.
So like, I'm like, I get to see Weezer finally. Like, I actually get to see Weezer instead of.
And it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of festival left. Rain's coming down. I got a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
Mostly, I was told you guys, the band has a fantasy football league.
We do.
Well, how's that going?
Highly competitive. A lot of smack talk. A lot of explicit language.
As it goes.
Yeah. No, this is our third year doing the fantasy league with the band and a few other band members and our management team, and I decided to burn it down last year. I'm not the biggest football person, but when I tell you I treated that like a hobby, I was like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win just to make them mad because they begrudgingly put me in the league. So I won. I'm the defending champ. This year I'm coasting. It made them too angry. I don't want to cause any more problems. But already this season, I've had to mute that group chat like 3 times.
See, we've got a group chat. Me and Nate are in like 7 different group chats, just me and him.
Oh, sick.
But like our fantasy football group chat, he joined our league finally last year after like a decade of it existing.
Oh my gosh.
And he immediately comes in just like, well, after 1 week, like, man, fuck this shit. What the fuck?
Attaboy. No, because you have to. You got to be a bulldog. And that's why this year I'm hanging back because it's all or nothing.
I mean, he's got Joe Burrow on his team and immediately
had.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's my league, and I've won 3 times. So, yeah.
Champ ring.
I actually thought about it. We have a WWE style championship belt.
That's sick.
Yeah.
We have a tiny little goat statue that says the goat on it.
We got something like that too, but it's called the horse's ass for last place.
We need something for last place.
Yeah.
The dildo.
See, yeah. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I said dildo.
I mean, our mascot, our unofficial mascot's the Guardo.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, one of our contributors has the Guar because he used to be work with Guar, so he got the I forget what it was called, the Cthulhu cuttlefish.
The cuttlefish. Oh my God, I want one of those.
Yeah,
those aren't on eBay.
No. I keep telling my buddy he needs to put it in a glass case and like the centerpiece.
Mount it like a deer head.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's funny we're talking football. Like I live and work in football. Like for this. After the pandemic, we almost switched primarily to sports because like the music stuff just wasn't around. Sports kept going. Last weekend, I was shooting and covering Oregon at Northwestern Big Ten football.
That's cool.
Met Urban Meyer on the sideline. Anyway, enough about me. But the point is,
I met Breckenmeyer today.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And I had to keep a straight face because I was in an interview, but I did not do a good job.
Yeah. I interrupted an interview to meet Ken Casey from Dropkick.
Was he nice?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was just like, can I get a selfie real quick? It was in between interviews.
I
didn't
saw
walk
him,
in.
but like I'm scared of him.
Yeah. I mean,
no, and it's not his fault. I'm just scared.
It was funny. So I was also told the guys in the band really like Magic the Gathering, which I bring up only because it's really funny. I was originally supposed to be at the Spider-Man pre-release this weekend, and then I got approved for this, which I didn't expect. I'm like, I'm going to Riot Fest over this.
Oh my God! You can talk to 3 guys in my band who will take your pass and get in an Uber right now to go play Magic. You talk to half of them, and they could be doing anything right now.
And that could be a good spot to kind of end, because I did want to ask, just in general, about the hobbies, everybody's hobbies, both on and off the road.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about the fantasy football, we talked about Magic the Gathering, the nerd stuff, but beyond that, what else is everybody doing? When you're traveling around?
Yeah. No, Matt recently won a pickleball tournament in Tulsa.
Okay.
So big come up on that. Tyler and Elliot, Joey, well, all of them, except for me pretty much, are really good at disc golf. We were sponsored by a disc golf company, and we have a lot of fun with that. As a group, we like to watch scary movies when we're on the road because we all have each other. On the topic of scary movies, right outside here, there's a booth that's selling like those old vintage. I need to go buy one because we should go check it out.
Yeah, I'll show you where it is when we stop this, because I have to buy one anyway.
You can't come.
Fuck you, Nate.
I was talking to them, not him. Nate can come.
Oh no, but it's okay. Jose Mangan sold off on telling Nate to fuck off. I'm gonna edit that clip in there. He's a good guy.
Nate's great.
But yeah, scary movies are fun. Yeah,
Love scary movies. We do that on the road, especially because we're like all together and it's like a little less spooky. It's kind of like campfire tales. Yeah. And we like to eat.
Oh, who doesn't?
We love to eat.
Yeah.
We do restaurant tourism.
I mean, Chicago's great for the food.
Yes. Oh my God. And here especially. Yeah. Tiki bars, we'll always, if we can find a tiki bar, we'll always go to a tiki bar. So we have like these group things that we're all into.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, one of my favorite things about festivals is just like finding new music, meeting new people. Yeah, so this has been a great interview.
Good. Yeah. I never get that.
Oh no,
thank you.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Rusty.
This is Rusty signing off for the Pit Media. Thanks, Bree.
You're welcome.